Right. So, good evening and good afternoon. Thank you, Than Chahunachan, for this another session. Today is the fourth day, our session, and we have again so Achan Chahun is
Battery
here with
high. No phone is connected.
Mm. And we have Vernon from Seattle joined today after a long 4 days email conversation as well. Okay. So rather than me talking, I will hand over to Chakuna-chan. Ajan.
Okay. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening in UK, around the world. Okay, now we are going to start the homage to the Tibetans and then start meditation session for today. Yo so bhagava arahang samma sambuddho Savakato Nyenan Bhagavatam Dhammon Son Patipanno Yatsan Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Dhammayang Bhagavantam Sadhammang Satangham Yame Sakare Dukata Panagara Pute Patikanatu Amhaganti Karadang Hidaya Dukaya Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagavan Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Savakato Bhagavata Dhammon Dhammang Namatami Son Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sanghang Namami Anhamayang Buddhasa Bhagavato Bhupabha Namakarang Karomase Namo Tatsā Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tatsā Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tatsā Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, so today we just we got 13 people in the Zoom, and we will start with talking some aspect of meditation. Last weekend, I have been invited to Ohio. We have the ceremony there, and we have our friend asking about the meditation. What is the meaning of meditation? What is the Buddhist meditation? So some misunderstood about the concept or the meaning. many people misunderstand meditation as the escape from life or mysticism. However, the meditation is the mental development and not an escape from life. So one cannot escape from one's life, even if one try to do so. Whatever one sows and accumulates in life, one reaps the result. So in Buddhism, we hear about this word: do good, get good; do bad, get bad. Life is not the things by itself, but the compound of things. It depends upon the condition that from its existence. When certain conditions come into combination, life is formed. As long as the conditions of life are not brought to an end, just so long that it exists and process. So therefore, there is no escape in any particular form. So what you do here, you can get the result, or what we are here because of what we have done in the past. So as it is the basic rule in Buddhism. So as a human creatures, we need to correct understanding of the true natures of life. By right understanding, as in the Four Noble Eightfold Path, the Noble Eightfold Path, right understanding, right thought, right action, as we know already, or right attitude toward life may be directed correctly and positively. The right thought or way of thinking is based on the understanding things. To understand life, we need to practice meditation, because also meditation in the Noble Eightfold Path, also the right meditation and right mindfulness. If we divide into three groups, Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. So the right mindfulness and right concentration, right effort, and that include in the Samadhi group. So we must develop our mind, or purification, penetration into truth, and attain the perfection that we call the liberation, or perform the light to, overcome the obstacle that we call kilesa, or mental defilement. So it's quite a challenge to understand what the Buddha taught, and we use our organs, we use our body to train the mind, and we have our eyes to see, the mind to realize or to reason. All that is necessary to simply trying to achieve the goal with a firm and vital process. No one obtains anything without putting forth some effort. So life is something to know and understood, not to be ignored. Perfect happiness can be attained here and now. Like when we sitting meditation, we practice mindfulness, then we can achieve. So we have 5, 6 sense doors to train. We have eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, and mind. We have to develop these 6 sense faculties through the contemplation and observation. So this is the meaning of samadhi or mindfulness. samadhi or meditation. We use the five physical faculties to contemplate the world outside and the world inside. We develop sati or mindfulness to prevent the outside world to contact, to attack, or to attack the mind. And then we prevent the mind to, wandering and to contact the world. And then the sixth sense door have been trained well, and then the mind will work well for us. So the mind available for the world of ideas and thoughts. And reality is found within and not outside these faculties. Another meanings of meditation is to remove resentment or remove the mental defilement. So we learn about the mental detoxification and relaxation. This one also the aim of meditation that I would like to recommend and then talking about. And last time we learned about the knowing impermanence and knowing this the six great elements, yeah, from observing our breath and your thoughts. You know everything is impermanent, constantly changing. Nothing remains that the same form, moment to moment. Also, know that you cannot control this change. It's out of control, actually. You cannot hold your breath very long and keep your mind from thinking. It means that everything is non-self, not you and not yours. You cannot control it, actually. Because we see ourselves as the enduring entity and are usually trying to hold into something or some state that we have achieved. We usually experience this constantly change as stress, discomfort, or suffering. It is the delusion we referred to earlier. On the other hand, know that the pain you may feel in your legs is also impermanent. So you sit too long, you sit cross your legs or sit on the mat on the cushion, but sometimes that's not comfortable. So you try to change the position, you try to adjust the position. Just know it and wait for it to pass away. It's not too long because painful or numbness also is not permanent. It's impermanent. And this provides the model for the dealing with problem in daily life, because in your daily life you have many things that distract in your life. So know that they are impermanent and then make you feel good or feel, relaxed. Don't worry. The time will take its course. Just rest, relax, and forget about it for a little while. So you might meditate to clear up your mind. Then the problem will become easy to solve. It may come to you that that's way to tackle this problem. This is another technique for preventing stress, because we try to learn about how to prevent stress or depressed or uncomfortable in the mind. So the last session, one lady is asking about how to control the mind, how to control the mind to the one pointness. So today I would like to share with you how to control, how to setting the platform for the mind, because the wandering mind, scattering mind, that's the big problem for the meditator. So for meditation, the mind should be settled in one place. So we set the platform at the tip of the nose. We use the tip of the nose or use the nostril. Use the spot that air passing in and out in your nostril. So we set up a platform or base location to concentrate the mind, to concentrate the mind on it. We set this platform at the tip of the nose. Settle your mind. You can know that when you inhale, and you know that when you exhale. Inhale, exhale, you know that. So hold the mind at the single spot at the tip of the nose. Breathe in, knowing, then breathe out, knowing. Use the counting techniques. Sometimes we use counting techniques, or in Pali word we call kanana. Kanana means the counting. And if you find it challenging to keep your mind settled, count to one each time you breathe in and out. Breathe in, out, count one. In and out, count two. And then we count up to 10, 20, 30, or 50. Then repeat this again and again. So you can count from 50 back to 1, and then start from 1 to 50 again, and back and forth. Yeah. With these techniques, you can control your mind and stay on the platform at the tip of your nose. Before long, your mind will be settled there. So when the mind wanders outside to the past or to the future, the people controlling technique is not to press too much, okay? But you just have to firm an intention to control your mind. Just watch it. Don't press it. Don't be frustrated if your mind wandering too much. The mind will not like to hard or firm or approach the mind. You have to do with loving kindness, with the soft touch. The mind is like a kid want to go to see the pond with see the fish swimming. Yeah. So if you don't let the boy or the kids go to see the pond, and then they will get to the tug of war and end up chasing each other back and forth because he wants to go. So okay, you say to him that, all right, honey, you can go to the pond and see the fish, but be careful not to stumble, and then fall in. And please come back quickly after you have seen the fish. So this is how to control and settle the mind using the soft touch without harassment, both your mind and the mind of the other, subject to being pushed hard or harassed. Always use the soft touch. Be kind and be nice and smooth with the mind. It is the most effective way to control the mind. So after you set up the platform at the tip of your nose, and then move the platform to the abdomen, controlling the mind at the tip of the nose is not the ultimate object of meditation. We move further to the abdomen to settle your platform at the abdomen, as I explained the last session or before the last session about the rhythm of breathing. Yeah, take a deep breath, hold it, and then let go. See the rising of abdomen clearly. Inhale with the risings and falling of the abdomen, and exhales with the falling. And dramatize this by holding your breath a little bit. Then you will see the risings and falling very clearly. So just observe that abdomen rising. You can touch by your abdomen is touched your clothes or your belt or whatever that when you're breathing deep, breathing in. Next, cut off the feelings of holding your breath, but just concentrate on the risings and the falling. Controlling and concentrating should work together. You are controlling and concentrate clearly on the abdomen as the significant objects of meditation. So settle your mind at the abdomen as long as possible. Stay concentrated and mindful on that spot. So our practice will concentrate the longest on the abdomen. Eventually, the end result, which occurs automatically after the mind settles, will be brightness, blindness, calmness, contentment, and happiness. And finally, peace, tranquility, and serenity occur. All of this occurs spontaneously when you succeed in controlling your mind and setting at and fixed spot for a sufficient period. In the beginnings, of course, it is very hard, very difficult to do that, but let your minds wander outside and jump to the past or future. Follow the mind and try to bring it back to the base location. You can use it a counting technique if you like, or if it work for you. The more you can control your mind to remain settled in a single spot, the more valuable the meaningful your meditation will be. Remain mindful and concentrate on a single point as long as possible. The ordinary mind is like a glass of muddy water. With meditation, we allow it to settle and avoid stirring it up again. Eventually, the water becomes clear and we can see through from the top to the bottom or side to side. When the mind stops clearly and wisdom occurs. So use this approach to cope with all your problems, whether they involve stress at work or other difficulties. Slow down, breathe deeply, and meditate. When your mind becomes clear, your problems will solve themselves. That is what we call cultivating wisdom from your meditation. So this technique, I think it will be good. It can work for you and you can experience about this technique to control the mind, to set up your mind in the one point. Okay, now we will sitting together, observe the breathing in and out, and especially set up your mind in the fat plumb from your nose to your abdomen and observe your abdomen rising and falling at this period. Okay, we'll sit together around 20 minutes from now. Okay. Relax your mind, relax your body. It's time to share the experience or any question. What's your meditation, your controlling?
So you may unmute yourself to speak, or you may raise your hand so I can call if many hands are raised. Anybody, anyone wants to share or any question to ask to Ajahn? Okay, David.
Thank you, Ajahn. Thank you, Lumpur.
To
I've been practicing for quite a few years, and for most of the time using the counting method, in, out, one, in, out, two. When I have heard that taught, mostly online, the advice was to not go beyond 10. And when you get to 10, to then count backwards again. And the argument was always that if you go beyond 10, it is much easier to forget where you've got to eventually. You get to 13, 14, 15, and then perhaps lose it. What is the, why is the advice to continue to count to 30, 40, or 50? What is the benefit of that?
the benefit of that to prove that your mind strong enough or not, or you have strong mindfulness to know that the number you count with concentrated mind, not the wandering mind. So if you lose it, it means that you don't have sati or mindfulness during your count. Yeah.
Does that mean we keep counting even to 100?
Yeah, as long as possible, as long as you can. But 1 to 10 is an easy way, right? To control and to do that. And of course, if you set up the time for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes, during this time you count and you can control your mind. That's good. But if you lost it, means that you have to recall again and again. Yeah. So to prove that the strong mindfulness or not, that's all.
And can I ask, at what point in our practice do we
Pardon?
just stop counting?
Sarah?
At what point in our practice do we simply stop counting?
Or you just practice without counting? Yeah.
When do we stop? What is
When
the
we,
sign? What is the sign in our good practice that says we don't need to count anymore.
Oh, means that you can control the mind, for sustain your mind for long time when you're sitting meditation. It's a very deep meditation, and without distraction, without the wandering of mind, so that you just observe whatever you set up your mind and then tip your nose or your abdomen. You just observe that. You just focus your mind on that spot. Yeah, and you can stop counting. Counting only the tool, only the method that how to calm the mind. That's all. Yeah.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you. Anything else? Yes.
Can I? Sorry.
Sorry,
Enjoy.
Anne.
On you
Sorry.
go, George. On you go.
I actually moved from my usual sitting chair and sitting position because I was uncomfortable. My back was sore. So I moved on to the settee. And I actually decided to count this time because you mentioned counting, and I counted to 10, but then I started at 1 to 10 again rather than going back from 10. But it was a very strange sensation that it was almost, I was drifting, almost like dreaming, and then came out of it. I don't know if I was asleep, but my neck wasn't, your neck goes when you fall asleep. But I've used that practice before to help me sleep, counting back from 10. And I've not always gotten to the end and I have fallen asleep. So I'm not quite sure, but it was a strange sensation as if I was dreaming.
Okay. Then Suchon.
Sorry, Ajahn.
Yeah. The
I just
question, but
wondered if I would have been, I just wondered, was I going into sleep?
so when
Is
you
that-
count it, you're going to sleep, right?
I kept coming back and then started counting again, but I kept feeling I was drifting into sleep, but I don't know if I was asleep. So I suppose, yeah. Is that not, is that usual?
That is one of the it's called a signs of a concentration. And with that, as your mind settle in this way, rather than accounting, you have to observe the other factors of a meditation that arises. And with that, you are not stick with the counting, but rather coming to the breath, only feel the breath. And with that, starting to observe the long breath and the short breaths, and in that way. So the dosing, kind of a dosing, is a sign that your mind is alert at that time, so you're coming back again.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a good.
Thank you. Okay, next.
And
Thank you. I found that meditation tonight, I was quite focused on my mind, training my mind. But there was one point when the monkey mind came in, and I thought, oh, I'll do what the Dr. Handy said. I'll count to 10 and count back. So just for one time out of that 20 minutes, I did the counting, and then I got back into the controlling the breath, not controlling the breath, but observing the breath again. So that was it was a good instruction to give us, I think, when your mind wanders.
The inhaling and exhaling is, I do the inhaling through my nose and the exhaling through my mouth. Is that correct? No, or is not?
Inhales, exhales through your nostril. That's the way that we try to observe the air passing in and out here.
Yes.
But if
Exhale.
if through your mouth it's a too big spot that we cannot fix the mind on that. So the purpose of why we use the nostril, because it's too narrow, to one single point, yes, that the air passing in and out, and fix your mind on that spot.
Okay, so it's not nose and mouth, it's just nose.
Nose.
Just
No.
Okay.
nose.
Thank you. I didn't know that. Thank you. Okay.
Rosario,
When I
Rosario.
listen, when I listen to others' meditations programs, and so maybe
Yeah.
I'm confused because maybe that is for calming yourself, calming your mind, and you do nose and mouth. Could be that then. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. But the meditation is different.
So Rosario, one
Yeah.
thing we have to remember that the Buddhist meditation is about the mental training. It's not about the physical training. And the technique that you are explaining, breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth, it's more to do to the physical well-being.
Okay. Okay.
And more to do with the physical well-being. And in the meantime, doing it, and obviously it gives you some form of a concentration. But the right way, as Ajahn Handi said, it's about developing the focus point, one-pointed attention, and that's training the mind towards the mental cultivation.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That clears my question. Thank you.
David?
Yes, just to add to that, I think there is sometimes some confusion, both with online practices and also on some courses I've observed elsewhere, where deep breathing through the nose and then out through the mouth is described as good air into the body, negative air, bad air exhaled from the body through the mouth.
Okay.
And I've seen that taught as a practice.
Okay.
But often it's not then explained that when we go into meditation on the breath for concentration, we should work with the nostril.
Okay.
So I think there is sometimes quite a bit of confusion out there when the different practices are exchanged.
Thank you, David.
Right. Thank you, everyone. I think I will invite Ajahn Andy to lead the loving kindness meditation before we end. Again, congratulations. You have come this far in the fourth session, another 3 sessions left. Only 3 sessions left, and I hope that everyone will continue until the end of the course. So then I will invite Ajahn to lead the loving kindness practice.
Okay. Now we come to the end of the session. Breathe deeply 3 times and count each breath, inhaling and exhaling as one. And then let us spread loving kindness to all beings. Start with yourselves. May I be happy. May I be healthy in my body and mind. May I have success in my work, prosperity, and long life. Whatever you wish for yourselves, which is also for your loved ones, visualize their faces and names. May they be happy. May they be healthy in body and mind. May they have success in their works and prosperity and long life. Make the same wish for your colleagues at work. May they be happy. May they be healthy in body and mind. May they have success in their works, prosperity, and long life. Lastly, make the same wish for your opponents or enemies. May they be happy. May they be healthy in body and mind. May they have success in their work, prosperity, and long life. Finally, make loving kindness radius to all beings without limitation, without boundary, throughout the universe. Then open your eyes slowly and move your body gently. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So once again, thank you everyone for attending today's session, and also thank you for continuing practicing. So another 3 weeks left, and hopefully we will continue. And most obviously, appreciation and thanks to Ajahn Chakun Handy, and we'll see you next week. So thank you everyone. Have a good night and a good afternoon and good morning
you.
as well.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.